It's the decider, it's the finale of the Dutch-Bangla series between Bangladesh and Ireland, and it is at level at 1-1, all to play for here in Chattogram.
Listen, you've got the coin.
Heads.
Heads is the call. Oh, and it is a head. Right, Sterlo, get in here. What are you doing and why?
Yeah, we're going to have a bat today.
Is that Ireland have won the toss and they want to have a bat first.
The first part of the day was done well by Ireland, and they're batting 3 changes, Isabel. Are the same 3 changes for Bangladesh too?
Yeah, expected changes. We thought that Shamim was going to make the cut, and he does, and so does shorturl Islam, who are bowling first here. So they need to bowl where, remember, last time they bowled on the same surface, they leaked 181 runs to Ireland, which were the winning total. Even though he went for a few runs in his very first, so he came back strongly. I think that's a very good move to have Ridhwan Hassan coming back in the 11, because that's what they will be hoping for.
Well, the players are about to come out. The umpires have come out. Both of you, quick prediction. First from Atta.
Bangladesh.
And a surprise?
Ireland
No
to get
surprises?
their first series win in Bangladesh.
All right, good luck to you both. Thank you for your thoughts.
The blockbuster finish of this wonderful tour coming to an end, and the third and final T20I will be the series decider. Provided a good start in the previous match, Paul Stirling with the best of 115, 24 50s, 100, strike rate of 135. He's alongside Tim Tector, the highest of 38, but he's got loads of talent and potential with that strike rate of 145.
And it's going to be underway in a short while. Mehdi Hassan, who bowled beautifully a few nights ago, will start things off.
Goes for it right away. Goes for it right away. Paul Stirling eyeing that boundary. Fielder can't stop that. Ireland and Paul Stirling are off the mark.
Yeah, they're up and running. He tried to lap it or lift it over the infield off the first delivery. On this occasion, this delivery sits in the surface and he can pick whatever area he wants on the leg side. Lots of power.
Gives it a room, finds the gap. The intentions are very clear. That shot screamed audacity wrapped in absolute clarity.
Yeah, and this is the danger that Paul Stirling provides for his team and the opposition. He can score anywhere he likes. First boundary through the leg side, and look at how much room he gave himself on that occasion, and he goes through a favored area through the offside. Oh, maybe bad fielding, maybe the dive, and the bowler notices it as well. You cost me another boundary.
Goes for that reverse over the fielder's head. That wasn't aggression, that was confidence adjusting its collar.
All right, Paul. You're looking at all the options available. And what an option this is. Bowler under pressure. He's good off the conventional.
Oh, nice start, good start from shorturl.
Ever the slight natural variation off the surface, but also a nice length that draws him into the drive. Nice fielding. Such a feature of the modern game now that everybody needs to be on point with their fielding. But just back to that point about giving every opportunities to players on these surfaces can affect the game in their own right. shorturl's a fantastic bowler, and it gives them that little bit of acumen as they grow into the next 2 months.
Attempted Yorker, not a bad shot, but still it was shading down the leg side.
Aren't as heavily favored to the bat as we saw in the power plays in the first T20 and the second T20 for both teams. Maybe Bangladesh in the first T20, their power play was not the greatest. It'll be one they'll look back on and, like I say, get key learnings from. But a day game has brought about its own challenges.
In the air, he's in trouble, and dropped. Saifuddin, what have you done? Running backwards. It was your catch, your wicket. You missed it.
Oh, Mazza. Oh, go easy, brother. You just got to keep an eye here. I think Saifuddin thinks mid-off is running in. It comes off the toe end of the bat. And so he starts to run back. And only just then, Qive Hussain, I think that was his catch.
Good delivery again, make some room. Once again, slight misfield. Will only get a single. But in international cricket, Eddie, obviously it's a tough chance, but gives it a charge again. I just had the opportunity to speak with Shaun Tate, Bangladesh head coach, bowling coach.
Needs to be very clear. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Paul Stirling. How good is that to finish the over? 24 without loss.
The previous over. It's the last ball of the previous one. It was a very good shot. Oh, the way he just guides that one. Finds the gap.
Thumb shot, and it's such a trust in your technique. And
Easy, too easy for Tector. Was struggling at one point. Gifted by Shoriful. He will take it by both hands. Boundary for him.
yeah, within his struggles, he gets a freebie, doesn't he? It's a full toss. And sometimes you may feel, oh, full toss, I need to hit the leather off it. What he does well, he just times it, finds the gap, and picks up a boundary.
Just releases the pressure now. Tector can breathe. Pulls it away. Will it reach the fence? It does. Back-to-back boundaries.
Nicely adjusted. The two deliveries to start this over off were slower deliveries, pace off. It's another pace off delivery, but it's a lot shorter. Again, the adjustment is rather, let me get the placement and let the outfield do the rest.
As I speak, he's oozing in confidence now. That went all the way for maximum.
Credit to Paul Stirling, I think, for this little passage of play. Because the two deliveries would have created a great deal of frustration for this young man. But all of a sudden, gets one away to the boundary, clever with the pull shot, and now come into my wheelhouse, all the way for 6.
Oh! Eddie Rainsford just said I jinxed them. Did I? Shoriful won't mind though.
Oh, Mazza, you naughty man. As you said those fateful words, Shoriful heard you. He's gone at the stumps, and it's a beauty. There's not much you can do about that. It's a good delivery. It's a good bounce-back delivery. The over had gone for 14, but he rescues it. Tector has to go, 38 for 1.
Oh, Paul Stirling, take that. Against the run of play, putting pressure on Saifuddin.
He played one a few nights ago, and that flew to the boundary. This one, a bit more height, but again, slower delivery, sits up, and Paul Stirling in front of...
Again, slower delivery. Bottom edge. Harry Tector won't mind. He gets off the mark with a boundary.
Yeah, fortunate runs, because third is up in the circle and is a bit wide. Have a closer look at the release. Yeah, it's a pace-on delivery, so a thick outside edge. It goes all along the surface.
Start scoring boundaries. Oh dear, oh dear. He's just kicked it onto his stumps, I think, Harry Tector. What have you done? It's 2 wickets in 2 overs for Bangladesh, and Ireland have lost 2 in the power play.
Well, tragedy, that's all you can say. Such bad luck. Look at what transpired. Another good delivery. And just tried to kick it away. I think at the last moment didn't even get a boot on it and just trickled straight to the wicket. Very, very unfortunate manner of getting out. And he's despondent, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. Goes for 5, 50 for 2. Reverse attempted now. Big appeal from the keeper. Tanvir Ahmed doesn't seem to be too interested. Are they going to think about a review? Straight away, trying that shot, always an element of risk when you premeditate to play the reverse. Big chat between the bowler and the skipper. And they have taken the review.
Start with the front on, please. Pitching outside off, impact in line, wicket hitting. Tanvir, you have to change your decision. Stand by. You on screen, signal now.
Bangladesh back in the game. It's Mehdi Hassan who strikes in his second over to the delight of the fans here. Good review taken by Liton Kumar Dash and Mehdi. And it's going to be another long walk back, this time for Lorcan Tucker. Just a single run, 51 for 3. Comfort now knows that there are those gaps that you mentioned in the cover area. Some running to do, but a couple of comfortable runs. And I think this phase of play in the next 4 or 5 overs for Ireland is to ensure that they just rotate the strike, just milk the runs. He moves back. Wow, he was into his position very, very early. And when you do that, you really give the opportunity for the bowler to... Oh, he goes big time, doesn't really make the requisite contact. Only got to get a run. He drags it onto the onside, into the deep, but only for another single. Only 5 runs. Just like that, and once you throw your arm at a ball which is not coming on to you as you'd like, you would most of the time mistime it.
Yeah, fuller than full, this Curtis Camphor. I think we've got an idea, the mindset from him after a frustrating few overs. This was probably there to hit over long on, but the bottom hand comes in because he's trying to hit it too hard. Ash?
That is very, very clever. I think that leg spinners have a little bit of difficulty when they release the ball in changing the angles and quickening the pace. Pressure building, singles will get them the runs. It'll always be on the mind of the batters. Once again, tuck away for single.
Ireland need to recognise now that this phase of the game is almost over. They've got 1 delivery till the 10th over and then almost start again in the second half of the innings. Teams.
Bowling! That is an uncalled for shot. He backed away, tried to crack it through the offside, did not make contact, and such a clever bowler is Rishad Hussain. He found the wicket.
Well, you talk about times when you should take a risk. That was not the time. Curtis Camphor, 1 ball before drinks. It's almost criminal. Rishad, well, he's deserved that wicket. 1 for 6 from his 2 overs. Curtis Camphor back into the team, but can't make an impact. 9 from 16 for him. Ireland in trouble. 66 for 4.
Finally, he gets off the mark, but nevertheless, it was a very good over from Mahedi. Just 2 coming from it. After 11, Ireland 68 for 4.
Again, this time he finds the boundary. The much-needed boundary comes from the bat of Paul Stirling, eyeing that area at long on. There was a fielder at deep long on, but he went a little bit straighter. Terrific hit.
Yeah, Paul Stirling holds the key for Ireland. If they want to post a good total on the board, he's a set man, already reached 38 of 26. Comes up with that googly, catch it is the call, taken. Revenge taken by Rishad. What a comeback.
Even though he picked up a boundary, he thought he was in business one more time. So he went against the spin. We'll have to wait and see whether it was the wrong one. This is from the sideways. So he must have picked the wrong one, but he doesn't connect. What he does, it is straight into the hands of Cyphers, and he has taken some very good catches. Too easy for him. So another wicket for Rishad Hussain. This time, the Paul Stirling, the well-set Paul Stirling has to depart. Gone for 38 of 27 and half of the side back in the earth. It's 73 for 5 on. Oh, look at that delivery. Sharp turn. That's a peach. Mustafi's back in the attack. Oh, direct hit. They needed a direct hit. Would have been very, very close. Might have been curtains. Shamim Hussain shy of the stumps.
There was a huge mix-up. Seems like both the batters were shaking hands in the middle. Oh boy, horrible mix-up. Direct hit would have been curtains. Oh boy, that's the last thing Ireland would have want in this situation.
Looks a well-settled side. That's a boundary. Short, picked up nicely, bisecting those two fielders at deep square leg and the deep fine leg.
Nice placement from Dockrell. Where others carry scars, he carries spark. Ireland need more from him. 84 for 5, we're into the 14th over. Trying to make some room. Been a fantastic over so far from Saif. No, he goes for the safer option. Single to finish the over, 4 coming from it.
2 for 12. Prior to this, he keeps bowling those run-ons very nicely these days with regularity. Delivery. And that's sliced up in the air. Thank you very much. I'll take that, and off we go to the pavilion. Richards breaks out on a smile, and why not? Because he's foxed him into having a wild swing at it and getting the outside edge.
Gareth Delaney, he had just prodded at one outside off and taken a 2, and then he decided, I'm going to take the attack to the leg spinner. He's in good form. And just not the right length delivery for the shot at all. Very difficult to judge. And unfortunately for Ireland, they lose their 6th wicket. Gareth Delaney goes for 10 from 12. Ireland in real trouble, 93 for 6.
Oh, he's ready to take on the bowler first up, and does well. Gets the boundary. That'll ease some nerves.
Yeah, he is a real all-rounder. Mark Adair, definitely a bowling all-rounder, but no mug with the bat. He got a pretty good delivery first up to get himself off the mark with a boundary. Ireland need plenty of that from their seam bowling all-rounder. He does hit a big ball.
And he goes up. He is going to be lucky this time round. It's spooned up into the air and fallen in no man's land. Well, they can have a bit of luck. They need to have that to survive. Overs done, 99 for 6, ฤષભ Hussain. Oh, that is very, very lucky. That ball deserved better, but got the toe in and squirted away to the boundary. That'll ease some nerves. 108 for 6. Now, there's a fielder eyeing that, getting under, taking it. He wanted to take on Mustafizur Rahman, but this time round, good running, the adjustment. The ball was swirling a bit, but he had to cover a bit of ground, but eventually made it look very, very easy.
Well, the sound was the first indication that there wasn't a great contact here. Another slower delivery. Mark Adair going against the angle of the ball and the turn. Catches the outside half of the bat. Came in off the boundary nice and quickly. That was a good catch. Those aren't as easy as they look, but their catching has been good. Mark Adair gone for 8 from 9. Ireland 108 for 7.
Well, didn't know very much about that one. Just flicked it away and hoping that it wouldn't go to hand.
Contact. He thought this was going to thud into the pad. We've all been there. No, it was the look away. Don't hit me.
Oh, no, that's another in there. There's another fielder going back and judging it to a nicety. Guess who? It's that man again. He keeps on taking catches, and the judgment of this catch was quite difficult. He was moving backwards, ball swirling. He makes it look easy.
Third catch for Tamim. Tenzin Tamim brought into the ring. Another slower delivery, almost carbon copy, except for not as good a contact from Matthew Humphreys. Completely lost his shape. When you're catching well in a game, you're always happy when the ball keeps following you. Another one falls for Ireland. Matthew Humphreys, 1 from 2. Ireland 110 for 8.
Goes down the wicket. It's going to go to hand. Another one. Oh, they're falling apart like a deck of cards here. Wicket after wicket after wicket, catch after catch after catch. 110, 8th wicket down.
4 catches make it for Tenzin Tamim. Wherever he is, Ireland are finding him. Shorturl makes the breakthrough. Another blinking sound from the bat of an Irish player, and again, not an easy catch made look easy by Tenzin. The George Dockrell, it's a couple of games where he's just struggled to find the middle of the bat. He's supposed to be the power hitter coming in at number 6. Didn't have the power on that occasion. 19 from 23, Ireland 1 wicket away from being all out. 110 for 9.
Backs away, does get the turn of the bat, squirts away. 4 very important runs, and they finished over with that boundary after 19. 114 for 9. And that was on the cards. There is another gentleman. Who is that? Not another one, it's the same one. This is some kind of a record. Tenzin Tamim can break out on a broad smile. He has run around the field. He has taken those catches. The grubbing has been masterly, and the crowd are delirious.
Yeah, decent contact that from Ben White. He'll feel a little bit frustrated that he didn't get quite enough on it to send it to the boundary. He goes for 5 from 6, and Ireland bundled out for 117. Fuller delivery, and I think he would have been pleased with the contact, but maybe dragging it ever so slightly. Ben White trying to get it between those fielders in the deep. But any time the ball has gone up, it's been that man who's tended to be underneath it. Tenzin Tamim. 5 catches in a T20 international. Let me tell you, that is pretty tough to do, because it just isn't usually enough time to take that many catches. An excellent bowling and fielding display from Bangladesh. Their captain, Nitin Dash, end of his innings. And once he went, well, Ireland just couldn't muster much. Dockrell and Delaney, the other two, getting into double figures.
3 for 11, Mustafizur Rahman, and 3 for 21, Rishad Hussain. Well, the target for Bangladesh, not a big one, 118, and we're going to have a look at.
Ireland will be needing some quick wickets. He did the damage in the field by picking up those 5 catches, the last 5 catches. 45 innings, more than 1,000 runs, strike of 127. Hasn't made an impression with the bat in this series. With him is Saif Hassan, so they've changed the top order. The right hand, left hand combination right at the top. He will need to bowl really well here, Matthew Humphreys. Good Devin back past the bowler. So first runs on the board for Bangladesh.
Yeah, if you break down Ireland's innings, 54 dots. Credit to the bowlers, yes, because they find the fielders. But these are now T20 players who play in many leagues around the world. And the advancement.
Loser from market. Easy pickings for someone like Tanzid Hassan. He eyed that square on the onside area, and presenting with an opportunity to pick up his first boundary in this fashion.
Easily picked up. Yeah, the line, the length gives him just enough time to make that adjustment to flick it around the corner. Stricting and awaiting the conditions to play into your hands as they did in the first T20 internationals.
Important for them.
Muscled. This is just muscled. He'll find a boundary to end the over. It's 14 without loss.
Saif Hassan, when shimmy down the wicket, it was a short one, but enough on the bat. Without muscles it. Nice little shot. This is beautifully played. It should be cut off. It is. But what a lovely shot that he just waited on it, just opening the face of the bat. Deft touch from Tanzit Hassan.
Yeah, picks up that there's pace on here. 105 kilometers of it from Humphreys, and a deft touch, a delicate touch, and good commitment in the field as well. To keep it to 2 and appreciated.
Shouts of catch it, but it's in the gap. One bounce over to the fence, so he's taking on Humphreys. I still feel that he's bowling a little bit quicker. The first one was 105, but he pulls it back 89, but doesn't put it in the right area. Gets belted away for a boundary.
So quite clear in his mind here. There's pace on. I'll use the angle and the pace to pick up boundaries. If he slows it up, I'll go in front of square.
He's also missed out in the last 2 matches, but he'll pick up his second boundary, back-to-back boundaries, the outside edge, thickish outside edge. Goes fine and goes to the fence.
No guesses. Pace on. He decides, it's fine, I'll just open the face. You slow it up, I'll hit you square of the wicket. So he's reading the game quite well, and it's a seam-up delivery and played superbly.
Spinner or a seamer. Deep in his crease. This is good batting. This is very good batting. Picks up a single, 11 already in this over.
Needs controlling.
If he can play shots like that, he's trying to tell everybody that I can open as well. That is a brilliant pull. Goes all the way for 6.
Yeah, he plays this really well. It's around the midriff, so it's a nice height where you can free the arms and have that extension.
Poor delivery. First one, the short one pulled away. The next one, it is wide outside the off stump, and it puts it away for another boundary. So picks up 10 in 2 deliveries.
And for someone like a Craig Young, who hasn't played since the first Test match, gets an opportunity in a must-win game. As much as it is a low target, you've got to show the support staff, the selectors, your wares. My opportunity given to me at this particular stage.
Again goes down the wicket. This could be trouble here. All well taken, beautifully done. 𝗂𝗃𝗃 picking up that catch magnificently. So Saif Hassan goes.
Yeah, still trying to put the foot down and get runs as quickly as possible. It's almost a cross-seam delivery here. It comes down with a little bit of a wobble, maybe some variation that creates this error. 𝗂𝗃𝗃, that's a good catch, running back. And so it's a breakthrough for Ireland. Hassan gone for 19, it's 38 for 1.
Field setting, short ball, poor delivery. And he's got enough to take it over to the fence.
This is mainly due to the fact that it's a really packed offside field. And so he feels, yes, you know what, I can protect the offside, but can I go a little bit too straight? He does go a little bit too straight, but short enough for
Timers.
Swivel around, and it has worked for them. Yes, sometimes the batters get a little complacent when a part-timer comes on. It was short, it was there for the taking, but maybe the timing a little awry, and a good catch taken on the deep by Camphor.
Yeah, just chose the wrong delivery, looking to flip it over the 2 fielders on the leg side, saving 1, but all he could do was find Curtis Camphor, who was waiting in the deep. Golden arm Harry Tector, he's given the credit for that to somebody else. We won't know who that is, but Liton Dash, the captain, 7 from 6 for him. He's gone. Bangladesh 46 for 2.
Oh, that was holding its line, and he was playing away from his body. Could have got a touch to that one.
Well, what happened here? A couple of deliveries ago, it came off Lorcan Tucker's pads behind the stumps, and Iman, well, he was alive to the danger, kept his foot in contact with the ground, but
A short shot enough to back away, but tell you what, They've tightened the screws. Paul Stirling, he can smile about it, but can also smile about that astute decision taken last over.
Yeah, well, look at this piece of fielding. Covers a good bit of ground and then manages to calm it down. Not the most graceful.
Another good one. Just the single to finish off that over. 5 runs from the 7th, 53 for 2. Now just the angle, allowing him to swivel around. Some relief, enjoyment for the crowd, and it's gone for the maximum.
It was the line that let him down here, Ben White. 2 straight. Iman's real strength is into the leg side. So anything 2 straight. He's got very quick feet here, quick hands as well, and uses his full body to add power and send it for 6. Gone 6.
Keeps on bowling that angle, trying to take that away. And the anticipation of Iman a couple of balls back in realizing that there might be an odd ball. That's a tighter delivery, but a run. That's one of the best overs Bangladesh have had for a while. 10 runs from the 9th over. That doesn't come as a surprise. I think he's done very well in his previous 2 overs, taking that important wicket that ensured that the batters...
Change up. And there's the slower one, picked up beautifully. Absolutely stunning hitting from Iman. When he gets it in his area, he sends it big and long. Another 6.
Well, he only likes to hit 6s and to the longest part of the ground. Look at the manner. Just before that, he changed bats. And this went from the sweet part of the changed bat. Look at him going down right through the line. Bang! Off it went. Many a mile, straight as an arrow. So delightful, so pleasing to the...
Restrained. And that's not going to happen.
Yeah, 𝗃𝗃𝗃 is not going to hear you yet. He'll play his shots, and it was nicely picked. He saw the field at deep square leg was squarer, so he makes sure it goes fine. Nice execution.
Yeah, but it's also the delivery, isn't it? It's down the leg side. Length is just perfect for him to lift it away for a boundary.
And on the shorter side, rocked onto the back foot. Shots usually need power. His need permission.
Big hit. That's it. Again through the leg side, all the way for half a dozen. That is his 50th 6 in T20 internationals. And so much.
Again on the shorter side. Tanzid Hassan Tamim is not going to hold on. Most hope for a moment. He engineers one.
Yeah, 16 off the over. It's time to close off the T20 international series and do it in quick time.
Oh, nicely adjusted in the end, must say. But the bowler bowled really well, seeing the batter coming forward.
Yeah, this is a delivery that maybe hits one of those bare patches. It doesn't quite react off the surface compared to when it hits the little bit of live grass that's on offer. So it just pops on him on that occasion. But you can also see the intent.
Loud call of weight from Tanzid Tamim. Yeah, just to add to your point, Ed, you were mentioning about how they're going to play.
Yeah, I agree. It's about trying to be as clinical as possible and building that clinical nature of winning games, whether it's with bat or ball in hand. But it's more important for these young players because I do feel they'll be the future for white ball cricket in Bangladesh. So always learning on the job, always adjusting, and there's nothing better than work experience, is there?
Goes for it high. Will it clear the fence? It does. He don't hold on to fear. He hold on to fire. End of over number 12. Bangladesh 103 for 2. Imon just launched onto it.
Yeah, they talk about throwing the kitchen sink. He's throwing the whole kitchen at this. Goodness. All he does is just watch it sail. Doesn't even think there's the opportunity of a single. Gets all of it. Now the disappointment.
Goes for that again. It was a googly. So he tried to play against the spin on that occasion.
I think he tries to play this more on length. He sees it quite full and thinks, well, I can smother the spin. There's Tanzid. Occasionally says, well, it's not quite there. And I'll pick up a couple. So he'll move on to 47.
Again, that's brilliant cricket.
So there's still a good group of young players. And I was also thinking in the back of my mind what the average age of Ireland would be. And it's 27, so cricket. And a lot of them will get a lot more opportunities around the world with a lot of T20 leagues and opportunities. So a little bit of a misfield.
As the mid-wicket comes in, Tanzid Tamim says, I'm going to put that over deep mid-wicket for a maximum.
11th 50 and brought up in style. Missed out in T20 International #1. Missed out in T20 International #2. But makes an impression in T20 #3. Picks up 5 catches. He also picks up his 11th T20 International 50.
𝗵𝗵𝗃 Imon finishes things off in style as Bangladesh go on to clinch the series 2-1, winning it by 8 wickets. It was authoritative. It was a statement from Bangladesh after the defeat in the first match. They came back strongly.
Yeah, a reflection of the game is that there is still 6.2 overs left in the game. They've got these runs quite easily, and courtesy of these 2 southpaws, these 2 left-handers. The future is bright for these 2 young players and for Bangladesh. For Ireland, yes, they'll look back at this particular game and be quite disappointed. But I did mention to Paul Stirling, there's a lot to take away from this particular tour. They've got a lot of young cricketers and exciting cricketers as well. But generally, it's about winning the series, and a lot of focus will fall upon Bangladesh, and they'll be absolutely pleased with how things have gone. Imon, he wraps it up in this fashion with disdain, quite emphatic, quite pleasing, and all smiles. Touch of the bat, touch of the gloves, and an embrace.
Right, Bangladesh closed this series like finishers, closing a well-read script. Tanzid Tamim, the only Bangladeshi batter to score 1,000 runs in the last couple of years since Jan 2024. To find some positives here. In reply, Bangladesh reached the target with 8 wickets and 7.2 overs to spare. Tanzid top scoring with 55 and Imon 33 unbeaten. Bangladesh go on to win by 8 wickets. It was an outstanding effort from all the players. It's heart, hunger, handle. They carried the end with absolute command. Nerve, nuance, now. Bangladesh delivered exactly when it mattered, and they deserved it all. Outstanding performance from Bangladesh. It's the last international series for them before they go for the World Cup, upcoming T20 World Cup next year. It was a great preparation, and also the Bangladesh Premier League coming up. So the players will be looking to give their best and prepare accordingly for the mega event. Right, Ireland, on the other hand, will also be looking to correct their mistakes. There are a lot of positives for them, but for Bangladesh, it's a good thing that they finish things on a high. I'm sure you enjoyed the live coverage. We do. And thank you very much for all of us. Stay safe. A very good night from all of us.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download T Sports app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit tsports.com.